Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Can I help you with anything else? Carlia? Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal? A problem? Let me see it. Ah, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language.
Even Ranmir can only drink.
No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. A word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. Well, for the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome.
As long as he keeps paying, I suppose. He keeps himself and his...
Ah, yes. Quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship? Calselmo is stubborn as a mule. Be careful when you speak to him.
You been keeping well, lass? Hello again.
Have you ever looked across the Sea of Ghosts and wondered what lies beyond it? What became of Atmora? Let's go.
The early bird gets the worm. Or worm. Or dragon. Whatever. The Dragonborn, Does that change anything for me? No. No, it fucking doesn't. Doesn't change a damn thing. Still feel the same, eh?
Look, I'm very busy, so this better be important. What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calselmo's Guide to the Falmer Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. What kind of a mentor would I be if I denied a potential student a glimpse at his master's ingenuity? Here, this key will provide access to my museum. Feel free to browse for as long as you wish. However, I must insist that my laboratory remains strictly off-limits.
I almost got caught staring in the mouth again. I had to stop waving my hand around my face and pretending I saw B. What was wrong with me? The lips, for fuck's sake. Beautiful lips. I really want to. Oh, shit. There goes my ability to focus for the day.
What a waste. There must be a dozen men up there. Yeah. Calselmo called in his entire expedition team. Said he needed every man he could get to protect his research. Better them than us. We lost 3 good men to the
I never realised how hard it would be to compliment someone until I actually wanted to. Every time I try, my tongue feels as sloppy as my footwork.
Let's get back to work. Everything all right?
I wonder what else we could find in Calselmo's museum. Let's be careful. Someone could be watching us. I'm not stealthy. I'm sorry.
Sir, are you serious? You heard me, Captain. Our work must not be disturbed. Kill any intruders on sight. Call for backup if you need it, but let no one through. As you say, sir.
Is someone there? Intruder!
I'll make sure they regret it.
This should be good.
Well done.
You'll die, Steed!
Gone worse, I suppose? Careful with that now.
What do you think this is?
Another trap, most likely. Things are dangerous. 3 of the guards died when the lower hall flooded with steam last week.
What is that?
Help! In here!
I'm ending this right now!
Fuck off. You don't know who you're messing with. You best be careful with that magic.
Huh?
What was that?
Back up!
My blade is thirsting for blood! I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough. Give up! Let it be a lesson to others.
Fuck me. Can't stop thinking about that kiss. Huh. And I just fucking stood there. I just... let me...
You will not walk away alive when my blade is unsheathed. These things are the scum of oblivion. Dangerous stuff, that is. Be careful.
All right, men. Spread out and search the tower. No telling who or what we're dealing with here. Adra, what a day.
Fair warning. I'm absolutely shite at this, so, apologies in advance.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Let's have a drink.
Back, eh? Was there something else? I suppose it would be inappropriate of me to ask how you obtained this, so I simply won't. A rubbing, eh? Odd. I expected notes. I understand. Now, let me take a good look at this. Over here, please.
Oh, something smells good. Got me a mouth watering so bad I'm surprised drool isn't running down me chin. Is that Hawker? Oh, fuck yeah, gets in my belly.
About Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls An unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enthir? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey
Keep thinking it'll change eventually.
I'm sorry, Enthir.
Us too.
I can't say.
No.
All that
do it
matters
again.
is we
That
deliver
fucking
your
smart
translation
cock.
to the guild
Hits
immediately.
me hard every time.
Farewell, Enthir. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen, all I want is the truth to be revealed to the guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If you ever manage to gain entry to the college, and you find trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becoming a burden, come visit me. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. If you have further need of me, you can find me in the college.
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
Taking me up on my offer, eh? Good.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
What now? Attack! I'm staying out.
Shit! They're actually fighting. Die, dragon! Gods, another fight.
Hey, watch what you're doing.
I was just doing what I do best. I swear every time you do that, I can't decide if I'm amazed or really I mean, it's turning out to be quite the habit for us, eh?